Okay, hello class. Today I'm going to be explaining lesson 22. So what I wanted to do is I don't have the camera on because I'm at home, and so I don't know, just the picture looks a little different. So, but I wanted to explain lesson 22 with the stenographic notes up. Okay, so let's go to page 131 in your books. And under A, it says, write KT on the end of the words ending in CT, KT. So you've got at is AKT, act. You've got fact, FAKT. So we know that the BG is a K sound. So all you're doing is adding a T to it, okay? For words that have that one stroke. You have pact, P-A-K-T. You have sect, S-E-K-T. Strict, S-T-R-I-K-T. Tact, T-A-K-T. You have aspect, as, come back, pect. You have convict, con, and then vict. You can also write convict, K-V-I-K-T. So you might want to write that down. That's the brief for convict or convict, same word, just depending on how you use it in the sentence, okay? So you can write that down. And then you've got exact, K-P-A-K-T. Expect is a brief. I highly recommend you pick it up, K-P-P-T. Protect is a brief, prect, P-R-E-K-T. So make sure that you know how to write that. Reject is R-E, come back, J-E-K-T, reject. And then you have, under B, section B, words ending in final X, write X, which is BGS. So we already know that. So you've got box is B-O-X, fax, F-A-X, fix, F-I-X, lax, L-A-X, mix, M-I-X, tax, T-A-X. So these are all written with the final BGS, okay? That's your X. You've got climax, climax. Complex is a brief, so pick it up, K-P-L-E-X. You've got prefix, pre, come back, fix. Reflex, R-E, come back, flex. You have relax, R-E, come back, lax. You have suffix, suffix, okay? So on suffix, you have two different ways to stroke it. You pick which one you hear, which one you like better, okay? Then you have suffix. Do you hear suffix or suffix? Whichever you hear. And then under C, for words ending in C-T-I-O-N and X-I-O-N, write final X with an asterisk. So this is a very tough lesson, you all. So make sure that you read everything to yourselves. Most of the students, this is the lesson they have the hardest time with, okay? So just make sure you read everything to yourselves. So you've got action is A-X. You put the asterisk in to make it a different sound. It's the action, okay? It's the C-T-I-O-N. You've got conviction. Remember, convict is like that, conviction. You put K-W-I-X with an asterisk. Okay? Okay, and then you have crucifixion. Just write fiction. Okay? Remember, anything ending in a X-I-O-N, and it's the action sound, okay? Just, you have to know the sound of it, is written with an X asterisk. Deduction is D-E, come back, duction. Diction is D-I-X with an asterisk. Faction, F-A-X with an asterisk. Fiction, F-I-X with an asterisk. Flexion, F-L-E-X asterisk. Protection is a brief, so make sure you write it. P-R-E-X with an asterisk for protection. You've got reduction, R-E, come back, duction. You have rejection, R-E, come back, jection. Section, S-E-X with an asterisk, okay? So anytime you see that asterisk in there, remember, if it's an X word, it's just going to be BGS. But if it's a different, you're putting in the asterisk for the action sound, okay? And then it says the asterisk is necessary to distinguish these words from words ending in final X. So you have sex is S-E-X. Section, you put in the asterisk. It'll change it for you, okay? Very, very important. You have complex is complex, like that. Or you can write one stroke. Complexion is complexion, I think, with the asterisk, yes. Because complex is a stroke, one stroke, complex, put the asterisk and it's complexion. Okay, so make sure that you practice these words. This is a hard lesson. Words ending in NCT and NCTION are written as follows. So you have adjunct, add, and then junct. Put the NCT for the NGT. So defunct, defunct. So in this stroke, you're noticing that something's a little different. Well, we're incorporating the N. So that's why you don't have to put in any asterisk or anything. The NGT, okay? You have precinct, pre-come back cinct. You have conjunct, Konjungt. Distinct, Distingt. Extinct, Extingt. And then the second column of words, function is Fungs. Remember, there's an N in there, so you don't need to put in an asterisk. That's making you know that there's something different in this stroke. So function is Fun, function. You don't need an asterisk. The N is letting you know it's an N, shun, unction, function. One stroke. Junction, Jungs. Sanction, Sangs. Conjunction, Konjungs. Distinction, Distings. And then extinction, extinction. Okay? And then it says under E, words ending in STION are written G asterisk or GS. So words ending in the STION, you can leave the asterisk or take it out, however you want. It says there are only a few of these words in the English language. So there's few of them, you all. So just remember, either you want to put the asterisk in or you don't. The asterisk in this case is optional, i.e. combustion can be written B-U-G-S, or do you want the shun combustion with the asterisk? I don't know, whichever way you want to use it. Just make sure that you find one or the other. Many writers omit the asterisk. Others find that the S asterisk makes read back easier because the S asterisk stands for the ST sound. In other words, the final ST. So you all decide which one. So you have combustion, or can you write Either way it comes out, okay? Congestion, there's only a few words, so you decide which one you want. Congestion or congestion. They both come out. One has an asterisk, one doesn't. Digestion, G-E-S, or D-I-G-E-S with an asterisk. Okay, you decide which one you want. Exhaustion, you can write one stroke, or, because remember, exhaust is written like that, K-P-A-U-S asterisk, or do you want exhaustion without the asterisk? You decide. Question is a brief, make sure you learn it, QE. QE is question, suggestion is a brief, learn it, S-U-G-S. So they have it in parentheses, make sure you use it, okay? And then going on to page 132, it says, under section F, all other words ending in the shun sound, actually spelled S-I-O-N or T-I-O-N, are written by adding G-S to the end of the stroke. Always attach a consonant on the last stroke for words ending in the Asian, long A plus shun, Asian. Sound, an example, is exportation. Exportation, not export Asian. Asian is a word, so you can't use it. You got to include a consonant, okay? So that's why you have to stroke it out. So all these words under section F are written with the shun, the GS, okay? Remember, if it's one stroke, it's for one syllable. If it's more than one syllable, you have to get all those strokes in, okay? So all these words are shun. So let's say, for example, the first one, application is a brief. So let me write it for you, P-L-I-X asterisk. Pliction is application. You don't want to stroke application, just pliction, P-L-I-X asterisk. Caution is one stroke, caution. Just think of the ka is K-A-U, ka, and then shun, G-S. That's always going to be shun, caution, the GS sound. You have celebration, celebration. You have education is a brief, you all, EGS. Education, EGS, I highly recommend you pick it up. Fixation, fixation. And then you have location, location. Nation, N-long A-G-S. Passion, P-A-G-S. You have the P-A for pat, and then shun is G-S. You have placation, placation. Precaution, precaution, 2 strokes. Probation, pro-combation. Okay, going on down. Adhesion, add, and then hesion is H-long E-G-S. Completion, you can write that 1 stroke, I recommend it. K-P-L long E-G-S, completion. Concession, you're going to write con first and then session, S-E-G-S. You've got confession, confession. Depression, D-P-R-E-G-S, 1 stroke. Digression, remember die is the long I, but it's short I that we're writing. So die is D-long, D-I, and then gression. Okay, and it'll change it for you. And then if you like anything that's in brackets, you can use it. So some of these, like pollution is pollution. I recommend that you use it. Prescription is pription, P-R-I-P-G-S. I like that. And then on the bottom of the page, you have some briefs there. Selection, you can write 1 stroke. I recommend it. Solution, 1 stroke. I recommend picking that up, okay? So make sure that you read everything to yourselves. This is a difficult lesson, and that if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Very, very important, okay? So read everything to yourselves. I kind of just skim over it. I want you all to just make sure that you understand the concepts, okay? And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read some words from 21-1, okay? 21-1's the writing principles. And so remember, if you can shorten up a word that starts with the EX, if it follows a vowel, follows the X, you can shorten it up. If it's, there's 3 reasons you can shorten it up. If a vowel follows the X, if the H is silent, or a silent C that sounds like an S, okay? So that's the way you can shorten it up. If a consonant follows the X, like a P, anything other than a vowel, then you have to stroke it out, and it's going to be EX. So I'm going to write some of these words, okay? Exam is K-P-A-M. I can shorten it up because an A follows the X, so I can shorten it up. Exert, 1 stroke, I can shorten it up. Exile, I can shorten it up because the vowel follows the X. Exhort, I can shorten it up because that's a silent H usually. Exhume, I can shorten it up, K-P long U-M. Exhale, K-P long A-L. Accept, K-P-E-P-T. Excerpt, K-P-E-R-P-T. Excite, K-P long I-T. Okay, so we can shorten those up because the X, they're EX words, but a vowel follows the X. So you can usually, if it's 1 syllable, you can shorten it up with 1 stroke, okay? Now under B, the EX words, there's a C that follows it, but it's not a soft C, it's a hard C. So exclaim is stroked out. Notice I'm writing EX claim. EX over here. I'm not shortening it up with the KP, it's EX claim. Expand, E-expand, okay, because a consonant is following the EX. You have expedite, E-expedite. As many strokes as it takes to get that word sounded out. Expire, export, extort. okay? Extort. So those are all stroked out. Notice I'm stroking it EX, okay? And then you've got X-ray is KPR long A. You can shorten that up in one stroke. I highly recommend it. Xmas, one stroke. I recommend it. KMAS or KPMAS, however you see it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dictate some words from 21-1, and you write them on your machine and make sure that you have your dictionaries plugged in, okay? Here we go. Try not to look at your books. And I'm on page 125, and all of these are going to be shortened. So what I'm doing is I'm going to dictate the vowels first that follow the X, so you can shorten it up with the KP, okay? Just to give you some practice with those. Here we go. Exact. Exalt. Exonerate. Exorbitant. Exert. Exult. Exude. Exuberant. Exuberate. Exaggerate. Exile. Exit. Excite. Excel. Exceed. Accept. Exert. Sorry, excerpt. Excerpt. Excise. Exhibit. Exhale. Exhort. Exam. Examiner. Excellent. Xmas. X-ray. Explain. These are now going to be stroked out with the EX, okay? Explain. Stroke out all of these with the EX, come back the second sound, or even third sound. Export. Expound. Expel. Explore. Explode. Extra. Expurgate. Expand. Extend. Expire. Extent. Extort. Expend. Expense. Exclude. Extreme. Expert. Experts. Explicate. Exponent. Exclaim. Expanse. Exploit. Extol. Extrude. Okay, and so now I'm going to mix them up. So you'll have to figure out how to write them, okay? I'll mix them up so you'll have both EX words and then the shortcut KP words. And I'll keep it at the same speed, okay? Here we go. Exert, expel, extra, exit, excel, extort, exam, exploit, expert, excise, exude, expurgate, examiner, exponent, exact, extort, exclude, excellent, expense, exuberate, exhort, explicate, exuberant, extol, explore, exceed, excellent, expurgate, Xmas, exponent, X-ray, expense, accept, exalt, expire, exaggerate, excel, exam, extend, exonerate, expense, export, exalt, exhibit. Okay. And so just go over those words, read them back after I'm done. Look at your notes, make sure you're familiar with them, and it really makes a difference, okay? Don't forget some briefs that you've learned. Very important, all of the briefs, you all, it really helps speed up your writing. From the is FRT, he should, HERBD, may not, think of it as may is N long A, and then not for NT, may not, okay? And so the word pressure is PRRB, pressure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dictate sentences from 21-2, and it's going to be at 50, 60, 70. Okay, so words that come out, I'll write them for you. On your sentences you have, I think you can write we will, W-E, no, probably stroke it out, okay? Excise comes out, exonerate, remember to put periods, exhume, it was, exhibit, exam, exceed, exam, exhale. So practice the words as I'm dictating them right now. Exert, too much is written TAOFP, too much. Pressure, she said. She said is SHE, because she's in there, and then BS is the phrase for said. You have accept, explode, express. You have explain. Do you have? D long UF is for do you have? Execute. 2 strokes. Expand. Expert. Extent. Think is just THI. He should. Sorry, I keep putting in the longy. It's just HERBD. Exclude. Became is BAME. Expanse. Okay? And so I'm going to start dictating at 50 words a minute, you all. And I'm on page 126. Include your periods, commas, and remember, if it's too fast, just listen to it as many times as you need to. And just remember to get everything perfect. The speed comes, the accuracy doesn't. So you want to have your notes perfect, okay? Here we go. We will be made to pay an excise tax this year. That judge told us that he will exonerate the man. It was soon after that they came to exhume her. The exhibit we did before was just as good. The exam we just took was hard. You may not exceed the time limit for this exam. After you take in the air, you may exhale it. It will crack if you exert too much pressure. She said that it was exorbitant, except for this one detail, all is just fine. Do not shake that can or it will explode. Please feel free to express what you want. Do you have time to explain this book to me? The chief told us to execute him. He is an expert in the field of art. I will show you how to expand the side. Use of this tool will expedite your work. To what extent would you say this is true? We still think that he should exclude us from the game. The dark room became a large expanse of fear. Okay, and so you have, so can is just K, you can just use K by itself or K-A-N. Okay, they both come out. So I would just write K, just as easy, okay? And then you have judge, J-U-J. You have limit, L-I-M-T. What else? Shake, S-H long A-K. Let me see what else. Tool, T-A-O-L. Please, P-L long E-Z. Okay, and this will be at 60 words a minute, the same sentences. We will be made to pay an excise tax this year. That judge told us that he will exonerate the man. It was soon after that they came to exhume her. The exhibit we did before was just as good. The exam we just took was hard. You may not exceed the time limit for this exam. After you take in the air, you may exhale it. It will crack if you exert too much pressure. She said that it was exorbitant. Except for this one detail, all is just fine. Do not shake that can or it will explode. Please feel free to express what you want. Do you have time to explain this book to me? The chief told us to execute him. He is an expert in the field of art. I will show you how to expand the side. Use of this tool will expedite your work. To what extent would you say this is true? We still think that he should exclude us from the game. The dark room became a large expanse of fear. And so I wanted to give you what you want. You can write W-H-A-U-P-T. Think of the what as W-H-A-U, the U is the U, and want in a phrase is always final P-T. Use, Y long U-S. Okay? Use, they're the same word, and that's Y long U-Z. Okay? This will be at 70 words a minute. I know it's probably a little tough for you all. Just remember, get it accurately, okay? 70 words a minute. We will be made to pay an excise tax this year. That judge told us that he will exonerate the man. It was soon after that they came to exhume her. The exhibit we did before was just as good. The exam we just took was too hard. You may not exceed the time limit for this exam. After you take in the air, you may exhale it. It will crack if you exert too much pressure. She said that it was exorbitant, except for this one detail, all is just fine. Do not shake that can or it will explode. Please feel free to express what you want. Do you have time to explain this book to me? The chief told us to execute him. He is an expert in the field of art. I will show you how to expand the side. Use of this tool will expedite your work. To what extent would you say this is true? We still think that he should exclude us from the game. The dark room became a large expanse of fear. Okay, and so these will be for read back. So mark your notes. You'll read it back to yourselves at 50 words a minute, okay? We will be made to pay an excise tax this year. That judge told us that he will exonerate the man. It was soon after that they came to exhume her. The exhibit we did before was just as good. The exam we just took was hard. You may not exceed the time limit for this exam. After you take in the air, you may exhale it. It will crack if you exert too much pressure. She said that it was exorbitant, except for this one detail, all is just fine. And so find your spots. Start from where you marked your notes, and it's 1 through 10 that I made, that I read back, and it's at 50 words a minute. Read your notes out loud, okay? Out loud, you all. 1 through 10 is what you have your book. Open the books to the page, and that way you compare your notes to what the book has, okay? And I'll come right back in and finish up. Okay, so hopefully you've had enough time to go over that. Make sure that you're reading out loud. And then here we go. I'm going to dictate exercise 21-3. And it'll be at 50 words a minute, okay? Let me give you words that come out. You have exert, exploit, talents. It is, better, expanse, excellence, person. Okay, and so you have excellence is KPLENS. Okay, you have it is TS. You have exciting is excite, come back G. KP long IT, come back G. Okay, and this is at 50 words a minute. It's paragraph exercise 21-3. We can exert force on the world. All we have to do is to exploit our talents. If we do this to the extreme, we can do exciting things. A leading exponent of this view has said, it is better to excel and then exit life. It is not good to just expend one's life and expire. One must expand one's talents. To the extent that one exhibits one's talents, one becomes a better person. This is the way to explore the great expanse of life. Excellence is always to be the goal. The extra work will produce a more exciting person. And so you have talent is just TAL, come back ENT, talent. Okay, TALENT. You have, let me see, becomes, you can just write becomes BX. Okay, one stroke. And this will be at 60 words a minute, same paragraph. We can exert force on the world. All we have to do is exploit our talents. If we do this to the extreme, we can do exciting things. A leading exponent of this view has said, it is better to excel and then exit life. It is not good to just expend one's life and expire. One must expand one's talents. To the extent that one exhibits one's talents, one becomes a better person. This is the way to explore the great expanse of life. Excellence is always to be the goal. The extra work will produce a much more exciting person. Okay, and so that was page 129. Listen to me, take it down with me, dictating, and check your notes and see what you need to work on, okay? That concludes our lesson for today. Have a wonderful day, you all.